All right, so we're back with another reaction video for you guys. Now, today we're going to be reacting to Everyday PJ and what's this other channel, Hyena Squad or something like that. They did a live stream pretty much calling royalty mad because I guess CJ So Cool and Lexi surprised Nikee with a chain. So that somehow makes royalty big mad. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. Also, smash that like button. Just do it right now. It only takes a quick second, folks. Hit that like button and then subscribe to the channel. So as you guys can see, PJ dropped this video 19 hours ago. CJ So Cool and Lexi surprised Nikee with a PRP chain. And royalty is big mad. Why would royalty be big mad? That doesn't make sense. I mean, she has a chain, and I think her chain is actually pretty big. But let's check this out.
Hey, everybody.
What it do? What it do?
They complaining about the chain. I done seen so many commentary. They not having fun for real. It's boring. I'm like, dang.
I don't get it. I
don't get it either. It's a hot mess.
See, CJ is giving them content. That's why we need royalty to do some more crazy stuff so we can have some more content.
Backing up. She got a lot to handle right now at this moment. Them court papers ain't no joke. She got to look through it. She got to figure out if she gonna get some representation. Is she not? Can she afford representation?
Damn. Ain't this crazy? We got a black woman. I think she's a black woman. Hyena Squad or something like that. I don't know what her channel name is. Going off on royalty right from the start, right from the get-go. She's basically all up in royalty's business. Nothing but see another black woman trying to take down another black woman. Ain't that crazy, folks? Ain't that crazy? Talking about her like that.
Man, it
they got representation for her budget, but but I mean, it just depends.
Damn, they really want to see royalty go down. Like, that's like, they're like, he said they got representation on a budget. Like,
you know what I mean? It just depends. Like, is she gonna get a lawyer to fight for CJ? I mean, I don't know how much she makes, but she could possibly get a pro bono lawyer to do it. You know, because they do that for women.
Go to mediation.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like they forget that, you know, royalty has these kids. These are their kids, like CJ and royalty's kids together. So that's not a good look. Like, especially you got this woman here. Let's not even like say that she's a black woman or whatever. This is another woman that knows, like, you know what it's like to be a woman, and more importantly, what it's like to be a mother. So it's almost like they want these two kids to go to Lexi and CJ So Cool, and they don't want royalty to have the kids at all. That's just sort of what, like, I'm getting. Like, I know it's not all that good either that CJ So Cool isn't seeing the kids, but I remember when royalty said that he could see the kids if he moved out of that place. I don't know if there's another excuse to it, but either way, it's not good. And if CJ gets legal representation or gets the court to order that he keeps the kids full time, that's not going to be a good look either, folks.
Quit playing and figure some stuff out. Because to me, it's not worth it. The money she's going to have to spend for an attorney and all this stuff is taken away from the children and their resources.
And not just the twins.
Exactly. All of the kids. So we're going to have to start adulting right now and making better choices instead of listening to people telling her to take the kids to Funny Mike's house like Funny Mike ain't got a family.
Right. And like, I don't know what kind of
yeah, I think they need to go through a mediator. I don't think like him getting a lawyer, she getting a lawyer, and then going through the court system. I don't think that's a good idea, because, you know, whatever is decided in court, that's going to be like final. That's going to be the final. I mean, I guess you could still fight it, but once you get into that legal mess, it becomes real messy. So this is why I think like a mediator, you know, I think maybe royalty has, you know, suffered a lot. You know, some people are going to say, what could she possibly have suffered through? I mean, There's all these allegations that he cheated on her. I mean, all sorts of shit that you guys know by now, all this drama. So I think she's had all that stuff built up inside of her. And this is why I think like maybe a mediator or a third party, something aside from going through court. I think going to court is going to be real messy. It might take forever. Who knows? But it's just going to be pretty messy. And then whatever is decided in court, you know, there could be consequences afterwards if people don't comply. Like if she doesn't comply with, you know, whatever is ordered in court or whatever. But I don't know. I think the best thing is probably a mediator or some third party, somebody that can step in and isn't on either CJ's side or royalty's side and can sort of help the two together, or like some kind of therapy or something like that.
Being messy by taking on the funny mics, knowing that CJ has an issue with them. Now, why the reason CJ has an issue, that's his own personal reason. But as a man, I know why I would have an issue with Funny Mike, seeing that, you know, him and the other bad kids made a diss song and all this stuff. So I wouldn't want my kids around that man either. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. He kind of involved himself in a relationship situation just for views and stuff. And then he took.
Are they really talking about a song, a diss song? All that stuff is weak. It's whack. That's just all social media, YouTube stuff. All right, that's just all for views. At the end of the day, CJ So Cool did it in the past. That's just kind of like doing pranks, you know. But again, some pranks do go pretty far. But at the end of the day, it's all social media, just all for clicks and views. I don't know why they're trying to use that. Like, that has nothing to do with anything. Like, she's going to Funny Mike. That's all content for her, and it's going to be content for CJ So Cool to react to. At the end of the day, just social media content. It's all for clicks and views just to get that bag up or whatever. But the core issue is trying to get get CJ and royalty to come together in a room and have a discussion. That's what I think needs to happen. There needs to be some kind of mediator, therapy, whatever you guys want to call it, that can actually have both parties there. Both parties can express their thoughts, their feelings, frustration, something along those lines, where it's not like legal, it's not like involving law enforcement, anything of that nature. I think that would have been the first step. Go through that first. If that doesn't work, the first step should be like a family member or a friend that's neutral, somebody that will actually listen to both sides. Now, if that doesn't work, which probably isn't going to work, because everybody's like sort of team CJ or team royalty at this point, so that's out of the window. The next thing would have been the mediator, the therapy. If that doesn't work, then you maybe try again one more time, and then go to court, start that whole legal mess, because that's going to be very costly, and it's going to be messy. And then there's consequences if you don't, actually follow on whatever is decided in court. So I don't think it's a good look, especially these kids growing up. People are bashing the mother. I mean, that's still their mother, that's still their father. So it's, I don't think that's the right course of action.
To suggest CJ to come to the prom when he shouldn't even done that. He should have reached out to CJ and talked to CJ first personally, and then invited him publicly.
Yeah. And all right, so we got this is where we got to hold CJ accountable.
Oh, and by the way, maybe I should also address this, because I keep getting a lot of comments about this. So this reaction video that I'm doing now, this is going to be probably released, I want to say probably the next day or so, probably the next 2 days. So people are like, some people are like, this is pretty late. This reaction video is late. PJ dropped this like 2 days ago or a day ago or 3 days ago or whatever the excuse is. If I could drop my reaction videos the same day PJ drops his. I can drop them like an hour after his, but then I'll just mess up his views. So I don't think it would be fair to him to drop my reaction video a couple hours after his. So this is why I released the video. This video is probably going to get released, like I said, probably in the next 2 days. This way, PJ can get, the views that he deserves to get on his video. And then, once people have already watched the video, then when I drop my reaction, then people can have already listened to his opinion. Everyone had an opportunity, because not everybody's going to watch his video as soon as it drops. Like, as soon as he drops a video, he usually drops it in the morning. People probably don't watch it until, like, some people watch it in the afternoon, some people watch it immediately, some people watch it at night, some people will probably watch it the next morning. So I have to kind of explain this. I mean, I've kind of explained it already in the past, but you still get like a couple sprinkles of idiots that are like, oh, why didn't you drop this video 2 hours after his or right after his? Because then I just mess up his views and it wouldn't be fair to him.
Probably shouldn't have asked him for a boxing match, but he should have just said, no, I don't want to go, because that stuff that you did before was kind of foul, big dog. And then it was foul. But
Funny Mike knew that was wrong. He should have just stayed out of that. That ain't had nothing to do with him. But CJ was gonna say boxing because his feelings was hurt. He was publicly humiliated, and to be honest with you, Funny Mike didn't even offer an apology. He just offered her to come to the prom. Like, he didn't even apologize. I don't know.
I can't believe they're still arguing about this whole, I don't know what you want to call it, a beef between CJ and Funny Mike. The guy's name is Funny Mike. It's supposed to be all funny. Like, it's not like they're trying to make it anything that has royalty in it. They're just trying to blow it out of proportion. I'm not sitting here trying to say that royalty's perfect. I mean, there's things between royalty and CJ So Cool that shouldn't have happened, but they happen. Mistakes that CJ did, mistakes that royalty did. And there's mistakes that they're continuing to do right now. Like, I don't know who this Rico guy is, but he's making royalty look bad. Like, every time he gets on video and starts talking like he doesn't know what he's doing, like, he makes her look bad. He's like a poor representation, just being on her team or by her side. But that's, I guess, some people, when they get out of a relationship and they find the next person, like, they might not see all these, like, red flags. So we might see the red flags. We see all this, like, oh, this dude, we're making fun of him, things like that. But she might not, because she's probably, like, depressed. I don't know. But people, when they come out of a relationship and then find another partner, it's not like they can see everything. Everything is not quite obvious. But, again, I'm not trying to, like, pull excuses for her. But you got to think about it, because most people are just thinking from their state of mind. Like, if you're in a happy place right now and you're seeing all these red flags between royalty being with this guy Rico, that's not, you're not in her shoes. You don't know what she's going through. She might not see everything you are seeing, because you're coming from a completely different state of mind. You have a completely different perspective. You might have more experience than her. You guys don't know what's going on in royalty's head at this moment. Like, just because she shows things on social media a certain way doesn't mean, and she's a woman, which kind of makes me like I'm like, how is this girl Hyena Squad like taking a dump on royalty like that? Like, you would know better than anybody else what a woman goes through. Maybe she didn't go through a divorce, so she doesn't know. But, like, that's what I mean. Like, I'm kind of surprised that she's like bashing royalty, unless they're just doing it all for clicks and views as well. So
Why people just think they can do stuff to people, and that's just like, you know what, I blame us as mamas and other mamas as well, because when my mama used to do stuff and other people's mama used to do stuff, they didn't say they were sorry. They asked us if we wanted something to eat, they bought us a sandwich or something. They would just never know, you know what, my bad, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. So I guess that's how a lot of these other people like to apologize, is offering their hand, like, you want to come to the prom? No, you got to put an apology for that.
Man, hey, he didn't even offer to fly him out. You know what I mean? Because he offered royalty to fly out.
Right. It was just, well, my husband didn't agree with that either, though. He said that was too much.
Yeah.
He said him doing all of that was overstepping. He said, as a man, it's just certain situations you shouldn't put yourself in. And, we going to see. But let's look at this necklace everybody talking trash about that they can't afford.
Yeah, the little PRP.
Yeah, kind of hard to see. You have always complained. You just got through complaining. So, I've always did you wrong, hurt you and just publicly embarrassed you, right? I just wasn't the greatest baby father, right? Or father of my kid. I left.
Do y'all see him holding himself accountable?
That's like accountability to me. What that sound like? Accountability.
I mean, that looks good. I mean, that he is on video apologizing to Nikee, but I mean, also, how long has it been that he's apologizing right now? But in any case, it's still good. It's a good thing for CJ So Cool to get on video and apologize to Nikee for what he put her through. And that's like a good example of what I was just telling you guys. Like, you don't know what's going on through Royalty's mind right now. She's not going to make perfect decisions. You know, she might be very, very upset. She might be going through some kind of depression. And then to put her through the legal system, that's like a disaster, folks. Like, you don't know what's going through these people's minds, especially a woman or a mother that had to do this complicated procedure, that IVF stuff. That stuff is not no joke. It's not like the fact that you get pregnant, you know, which is already a very complicated thing to go through. I'm sure a lot of women know what it's like to be pregnant. It's not a great feeling. But before that, you go through IVF, which is an even more complicated process. And then you got this girl Lexi and CJ trying to take the kids. Like, you don't know what's going through her head. I mean, we're just thinking about it like, oh well, you know, he should see the kids, which he should. There's no doubt about that. He definitely should see the kids, but two wrongs don't make a right. So if CJ's going to court to try to take the kids completely, have full custody, that's not going to be a good look either, because it's just going to be like what we're at, the same position we're in now. The only difference is that the kids go to CJ, and then Royalty can't be the mother. So,
but then they'll say something about that. Oh, he just doing it for views. It's just always moving the goalposts with these people. But it sounds like to me he was taking accountability of the bullshit he brought.
Exactly. And hey, I salute him for that, because, you know, that's part of it. I'm going to keep going.
I took care of 3 other kids. I was, disrespectful to you, and I just was a total embarrassment, if you ask me. And now times have changed, and you have proven to be the more mature one out of, in my life, I would say. And I just want to repay you by letting you take a shower in a tub.
I'm in a tub.
Tonight. You don't want to?
No, I didn't like that shower, though.
Oh, you can take a shower tonight after you try on your new gift, Lexi and
Bruh, she didn't even hug CJ.
I know. Same thing. He said, "Where's CJ hugging?"
Bruh, hey, she like, Lexi did this, CJ didn't do this. This is too nice for CJ. That's crazy. But shout out to Nikee, because she.
So why did CJ wait until now? This is the question. Why did he wait until now, right in the middle of this this situation with Royalty or whatever? Why did he wait until now to do this? Like, why? What was so perfect about this timing? I don't know. You got to ask yourself that. You got to ask yourself everything. You can't just leave anything off the table.
Look at the love that they got.
Yeah, that's genuine right there.
What is it?
He's grabbing whole cheeks. Look at the grab on the cheeks. Oh.
Lexi grabbed whole ass. Did you see that?
Look, whoa, way. Shout out to Lexi. CJ got a little jealous. And I think Tavy got a little jealous. No, I'm just playing. Don't get jealous, Tavy.
What is it?
I want to see the chain. Where do we see the chain at?
It's coming to you.
I don't need no more.
Hold on.
You gonna mess up my life?
Let me pause it, and then get to the spot. Well, I'm sorry if my.
Mess up my life.
We just gonna have to. Y'all gonna have to look on your own time. I ain't finna go through this.
You know what I'm saying? Hey. Oh my God. Here we go. You need to thumb me up for your video.
Is that small? Anti-hyena?
Damn, it looks like PJ's trying to gaslight. He said, is that small? It does look small. Like, in comparison to a Royalty got, it looks definitely small, but...
They're trying to compare necklaces to Royalty's necklace. And in my personal opinion, that's a decent size to where you can wear it all the time. And ain't nobody gonna try to rob you or do nothing weird. Even when royalty went to prom and she wore that necklace with the dress, everybody was complaining about how it looked awkward because it was so big. So she don't have to have the same size as royalty. And I think
I mean, I kind of agree. I mean, I agree and disagree with what's her name? Anti Hyena Squad. That's like an interesting name, but yeah, I agree and disagree. I agree if, like she says, oh, it's small enough that you can go out, but that's like if you're a regular person, like just an average Joe, then yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, it's small enough. You're not gonna have too many issues going out in public. But they're social media influencers. They're always in the eye. People are always looking at them. So for her to wear a smaller chain than royalty, obviously people are gonna compare. They're gonna be like, oh, she got a smaller chain. She's not. We can't put her on the same level as royalty. So there's gonna be all kinds of opinions. But yeah, like I said, I agree and disagree at the same time.
they need to stop comparing and contrast. It's like the situation with Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. It's never ending. Oh, well, Nicki Minaj did this and Cardi B did that. Like, these people are crazy. To me,
Yeah.
if somebody spent $15,000 on somebody, that's showing love.
I mean, if he spent 1,000 on her, it's still.
I mean, and
it
that's
is
not
what it is.
including the BBL. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like CJ does things for her. They just don't broadcast it. They don't announce it all the time. I think he's helped her out quite a few. That's why when they was complaining about how much she was receiving with child support, she said so herself she not worried about that because Kamari always get what she want, get what she need. If she need anything and Nike don't feel like paying for it, she'll call her dad and get it. You know what I'm saying? And I think people are gonna always nitpick about what CJ does for Nike, but Nike is different from royalty. They're not gonna like the same things. So she liked that for her. It matched with her. It looked good with the dress. It was popping. I don't see it being too small. I think a lot of people who support royalty are just too damn greedy. I mean, damn. Did you want it to cover her whole chest?
Yeah.
Ain't no
And
wrong.
I think
Damn, they gotta mention royalty like at least 20 times throughout this video. Like, you could have just made this video all about Nike getting this surprise gift, but you're the one that's dragging royalty in it. Like, I don't understand that. Like, you keep saying royalty this, royalty that, royalty this, royalty that, but you're the one dragging her, trying to compare her, and then you're saying other people are saying this and that. Well, your opinion, when you get on social media and you express an opinion, then other people are going to have other opinions, and there's going to be a billion other opinions generated. So it's like you could have made this whole video just about the damn chain that CJ gave Nike, which, again, let me know in the comment section, like, why now? Why now that he decides to give her? Why didn't he do it like 2 months ago? Why didn't he do it like, a year ago? Like, why is it now, like, timing wise? But yeah, we'll just wrap up the video here. Like I said, that they're just gonna they keep saying other people are comparing the chain. Well, you guys are doing the exact same thing. You're trying to bash royalty to uplift Nike. I don't know. I'm getting the sense that maybe they're trying to build that stronger alliance now that CJ, Lexi, and Nike have a stronger relationship now. So it does look like Lexi, CJ, and Nike are against royalty, because it's not like they're reaching out to royalty and trying to diffuse the situation. It just seems like they just keep taking a bigger dump on her every single video or every single post. Like, it doesn't stop. It's on Instagram. It just keeps happening over and over and over again every single day. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching.